Hey you guys, I'm Liv. Welcome to the channel. I'm happy you decided to join me. In today's video, we're highlighting just how serious the situation has become with sanctuary cities protecting criminal illegal immigrants. Let's watch this clip together.
ICE Director Todd Lyons. Mr. Director, thank you for being here. We have just learned in the last 24 hours, Fox can report that there was a female Honduran illegal criminal alien in Wisconsin that was driving under the influence, killing two American teenagers. ICE, you have placed a detainer against this criminal alien, which is in a sanctuary jurisdiction in Wisconsin. What can you tell us?
No, Griffin, that's just one of the examples right there. What the president has been talking about is that these sanctuary jurisdictions just makes it safe for criminal illegal aliens to roam our neighborhoods. So ICE is dedicated. We will ensure that this drunk driver who killed two American teenage citizens will not be released back into the community to harm someone again. These sanctuary policies are the whole reason why criminal aliens feel free to walk among our neighborhoods and commit crime, because they know due to the sanctuary jurisdictions will allow them to keep their criminal streaks going just to be freed without any notification to ICE. It's not what the American people want. The president has promised that he will make Americans safe again.
He is absolutely correct. It's disturbing to see families go through such devastating tragedies. The American people do not want this. Modern day sanctuary cities are a complete scam. In one of my recent videos, I break down how they've twisted biblical principles like those used during the Underground Railroad by enslaved Black Americans to justify protecting criminal illegal immigrants. This is beyond disrespectful, and what's even worse is that these cities are putting the safety of illegal immigrants above the safety of American citizens. If you haven't watched that video yet, I strongly recommend you do. It reveals just how disgracefully they've hijacked something that was once deeply sacred and rooted in true justice. I'll leave the clip here, watch that video first, and then come back to this one for a full picture, okay?
Has promised that he will make Americans safe again. Secretary Noem has ensured that we have all the resources to go ahead and make sure we can get all these criminal aliens that are released. So the borders are right. We are going to flood the zone. We are going to go into these sanctuary cities. They are going to see more ICE officers, more other federal agencies on their streets to make these arrests, because when they don't cooperate with us, they only make their neighborhoods less safe.
Director Lyons, let me ask you for your reaction. We found out late Friday afternoon that a federal judge in Illinois has dismissed the administration's lawsuit against Illinois, City of Chicago, and Cook County, claiming that it lacked standing. Your reaction?
This is just another example of these leftist judges that are putting their own personal and political views ahead of public safety. If you look at Chicago in itself, Chicago has so many criminal aliens that we could help make that city and the state of Illinois safer. Yet, because of the views of how ICE does law enforcement, or how people in their own personal views view immigration enforcement, they would much rather have sanctuary policies that make their communities less safe. It's not right. It's not what the American people voted for, and it's not going to keep the American citizens safe.
Todd Lyons made it clear ICE agents are not backing down. They're doing exactly what the American people voted for, protecting our communities and enforcing the law. I recently saw a clip of Black Americans in Chicago pleading for help. It was deeply upsetting to watch their mayor, Brandon Johnson, completely ignore their cries. I was incredibly proud, though, of those citizens for boldly speaking out about how illegal immigrants are taking over their neighborhoods and are committing violent crimes. They came together as a community, and President Trump heard their plea. He's pushing back now, we all see, against those dangerous sanctuary cities policies and standing firm on ICE deportation. Now listen to this breaking news about the incredible work ICE agents are doing They are literally saving children's lives.
Because we can also break news right now. ICE releasing a notification that they have arrested, excuse me, 214 illegal alien child sex offenders in the past 6 months in and around the Houston area. That's more than the entire arrested during fiscal year 2024. What can you tell us?
No, Griffin, it's really a credit to the great men and women of ICE, special agents and deportation officers that are out there working in the local communities. When you see that we've arrested over 214 people that have either been convicted or charged with sex crimes against children and minors, that should just show the American public that we are out there going after the worst of the worst. And this is what Americans want. This is what Americans voted for. They want Secretary Noem and President Trump to go out and make sure that our children are safe. And that is what ICE is doing. This is just evident that the men and women of ICE doing their law enforcement mission is actually making communities better and safer, because nobody wants anyone harming a child, let alone someone that should not be in the country legally. And luckily, due to states like Texas, cities like Houston and Harris County who cooperate with ICE, we're able to work with our local partners and ensure we take these predators off our streets before they can harm another child.
No one in their right minds want predators like this in our country. The only people who would ignore or accept child sex offenders running free in our communities are those with truly evil intentions. Allowing that kind of danger to go unpunished is one of the most cruel and wicked acts imaginable. Those acts should be severely punished to the highest degree known to man. Don't even bother locking them up at alligator Alcatraz. Throw them directly to the alligators.
I want to ask you lastly, Director Lyons, how the assaults on ICE officers is going. As we last reported, the assaults were up 830%. Where is that number now? Has it come down at all?
No, Griff, it's actually going up. We were notified yesterday a special agent in Los Angeles was hit by a vehicle. It's only continuing, and it's only because of the crazy rhetoric and the target that's being placed on ICE agents and officers' back by these politicians or these radical leftist groups that are targeting ICE just for doing their law enforcement mission. The men and women of ICE are some of the bravest people, some of the bravest law enforcement out there, but unfortunately we are being targeted. And I'm going to do everything in my power to ensure the men and women of ICE and their families go home safe every night, because what they are doing, just like the cases you highlighted today, 214 sex offenders against children out of Houston area. That is what the men and women of ICE are doing it, and they should not be targeted. They should not be called Nazis or the Gestapo. They should be praised for what they're doing to keep America safe.
Acting ICE Director Todd Lyons, thank you for your time and the hard work of your men and women in ICE. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Griff. Appreciate it.
Many American citizens are united in the conclusion that it's truly despicable and a serious public safety threat that the left continues to protect illegal immigrants who are committing crimes that are literally costing innocent Americans their life. What's even worse is that they're promoting violence against ICE officers and law enforcement, people who are risking their own lives to protect all Americans. The left has become so used to dysfunction that they treat violence, corruption, and lawlessness as normal. They show zero compassion for victims or the American people being terrorized. Instead, they focus on protecting their jobs and the dirty money tied to these corrupt systems. It's an absolute disgrace. What are you guys' thoughts on all of this? I'd love to hear your perspectives. Meet me down in the comments. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, please like this video and consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next video.